What's going on, everybody? My name is Justice. I'm with my guy.
Yo, it's popping, it's popping. It's your boy Tyaire. How y'all doing?
And you tuned into the Silky Boys podcast, the Waviest podcast out for sports news, what's going on in the culture right now. Starting off this episode on a somewhat somber note. It was recently confirmed that DMX has passed at the age of 50. And we'd just like to have a brief moment of silence for him. Obviously, sad news. Prayers out to him and his family. He was in the hospital for about a week after checking in for an overdose, and ever since then, the situation just seems to worsen from there, all the way up until the point where he had to be put on life support. And his family ultimately made the decision to pull the plug and end his suffering. This thing kind of just came out of nowhere. He was just on the Drinks Champions podcast. He seemed fine, enjoying life, getting great advice, great game, and everything. Really just kind of just like I said, just out the blue and out the water. But and just overall, as we all know him as a rapper, in my opinion, probably the hardest rapper ever.
Yeah.
Um, we know his influence, we know his impact, we know the ridiculous numbers that he's done as far as album sales in a 5 year span, and just we lost a true legend there.
Yeah, man. It's sad, bro. Hip hop kind of lost his soul today, bro. Like X, he was just an alien, bro. He just had that different bop. You just we know rap, you everybody kind of fits into a mode, everybody molds into one. You kind of like, all right, it's not many outliers, but X, he was like, no, there's nobody else like this guy. Like there's nobody else that can just harness the pain that he was able to harness through his songs. And I'm glad that you said that he was like we saw him last week and he looked okay. But that's one of the things I loved about X is that he looked okay, but he was battling an addiction. And I'm glad that X was kind of the person who just laid his life on the line and just showed us what was real with him. And I'm glad he did that because it just showed us that addiction is a disease that, yeah, you might feel like you're doing good today. Oh, you 3 years sober, you 4 years sober, you still have that disease and you still have to handle that every single day of your life. So it's just like, yeah, you might see him doing good one day, but that's still in you and that's still there. So if you got anybody that's dealing with addictions, that has any type of alcoholism, drugs addiction, still just reach out to them, still talk to them because you might be saying, oh, they 5 years good. They haven't touched drugs in 5 years. They could have one bad night and it could be over. And just off of X, bro, I just want to say personally, bro, he's probably one of the most impactful rappers in my life, bro. Just off of a song alone, bro. Slippin' probably is the greatest rap song ever created, just off of the content that is being talked about in that song. He's really talking about his life. He got the most runnable ever on a song, I feel like, in rap history. And to me, when I was going through real like life altering moments in my life, when I was going through real pain, I felt like nobody else could really talk to me. I listened to that song and I'm like, okay, I can understand what he's going through because I feel like I'm going through that right now. And for that, I just want to thank DMX and I just want to say, yo, like, just rest now, bro. I know you got a tormented life, and I'm just glad now that he finally gets a chance to rest. And I saw a clip from that Drink Champs episode, and he was like, yo, if I die today, I'm going to be happy because I lived a good life. And me just seeing that clip, it just gave me peace today. It just made me feel better today. I know his family might be sad, and you're always going to be sad, but I can't be selfish that he's not here no more because he's in a better place now. He's feeling better about himself. He doesn't have to deal with that addiction that he had to deal with in his life. He doesn't have to do with that no more. So as fans, we can't be selfish, like, oh, I wish he was here. Let him rest in peace and just continue to praise him. And I'm just glad I was able to witness him, see him in person, go to a concert, see him. I was able to come on my podcast, give him flowers before he was dead. I was glad he was able to receive flowers in the verses. And I'm just glad that we was able to experience him, man. And just like you said, the hardest rapper ever, man. Dark Man X,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Right. And then just throughout this entire week, just the amount of just love and support from the culture and just everyone that he was ever involved with, that he's ever worked with, and just overall just fans. Like literally just the timeline was filled top to bottom with just expos, tribute posts, just celebrating again just his legacy and just everything that he was as a rapper and everything that he meant just to the culture overall and what he really brought, what he was able to again just influence just going on into the early 2000s and everything. So again, just honestly, just a one of a kind, man. One
Yeah,
of a kind. He will be
it's,
missed.
he's one of those few artists that like I can say that like I have a connection to him because the way my mom, like he's one of those artists that my mom is a super fan of. Like my mom, her
Mm,
top two favorite artists is Biggie and DMX. So just the passing of that, just the feeling her hurt. Like I grew up on this guy, so like I'm still gonna have connections. Like it's a lot of new kids that don't really understand rap of old past, but me, I grew up on all this, so like I just feel it different. It's just sad, man. But hey, it's life, bro. RPX. Just
RPX,
man.
man.
Bro, we got to say, bro. Like, I want to lighten the mood, bro. I got a question, bro. This happened to me today, bro.
What's up, bro?
Bro, I'm gonna paint. Am I gay, bro? I'm gonna tell you what happened to me today, bro. I just, I just.
I'm just telling you right now that's a wild
It's a wild question, my guy. But I just,
but explain yourself. Explain yourself.
So I'm at work today, bro, and it's a couple like special needs people, mentally challenged people that work at my job, bro. So I'm in a break room, I'm chilling, I'm about to clock in. This guy, he walks in, bro. I guess he can't talk really well, so he I didn't understand what he was saying to me. He was asking me for some type of help, but he just walked in, turned around, and just turned his ass to me. I was like, first of all, I was like, whoa, sir, you are special needs, but I'm about to sock you in your face, buddy. Like, you better accumulate some words to tell me what's going on right now. So, but he has something in his hand. He needed something to be put in his back pocket, right? So I was like, all right, cool. All right, I got you. I'm gonna help you out, bro. So, but he already had something in the back pocket before I was putting it in there, right? So I take the thing out of his hand. I'm going.
You caught the feel, bro?
I'm trying to.
Like in the process of trying to help this
I'm
man.
trying to help this man. I'm grabbing. I felt so unmanly. I grabbed his lower back. To help to support, to put it, am I gay, bro? Like, am I? Afterward, I questioned myself. I was like, bro, what did you just do, fam? Like, it's not gay, but
bro. Let me ask you this, bro. Were you satisfied by it?
No, not at all.
So you good, bro.
All right,
you good, bro.
It was just it was just a funny situation. I was just laughing at myself. I'm like, this is hilarious right now, bro. I was like, if you was not like mentally disabled, we would have fought in this break room today, sir. Like, no, if this goes to any other male. Don't ask me to put anything in your back pockets ever again. Like, but anyway, bro, let's get this going, bro.
Oh my god. All right. So NFL news. Sam is gone. Sam Darnold is gone, bro. So early this week, Sam Darnold was traded to the Carolina Panthers in exchange for a 6th-round pick this year, future 4th-rounder next year, and a 2nd-round pick next year's draft. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised about this, and I'm not gonna lie to you. The same excitement I had when Sam was first drafted was the same exact excitement I felt when I saw that he was traded to the Carolina Panthers. And this has nothing to do with him as a player. You know, I'm always gonna love Sam. I'm always gonna root for him. I hope he has a good career in Carolina. But it really wasn't just on him being traded, but it's more so just solidifying the fact, okay, we're getting Zach Wilson. We're getting Zach Wilson. We're not going to have a whole quarterback controversy. We're not going to have a whole quarterback competition in the offseason for the Jets. And, okay, now it's just, okay, I know where we're going. it was just more in celebration of that. But how did you feel about the trade? What were your initial reactions
Like
to
you
it?
said, bro, it just felt like a big relief off a back of all Jets fans. Are like, hey, we're not going to jet this thing this time. We're not going to fuck it up this time. We're actually going to try to do things the right way. And as a Jets fan, you just got to be excited about that. That the organization is learning from some moves of their past, some missteps that they did, and just past history. Maybe not trying to create a controversy between two quarterbacks, not trying to create a power struggle like we had with a GM or a coach. Just learning from our mistakes and moving forward, and that's how you grow. Learn from your past and go. So we're moving along as an organization, and like you said, I'm excited. I'm ready to go cop my Zach Wilson jersey. But as we talk about Zach Wilson, bro, we gotta get into this draft, bro. Like we talked about it last week, bro, and you brought this up. And ever since you brought it up last week, bro, I've been sitting on this last week, bro. Mac Jones should not be going number 3, bro. Mac Jones should not be going number 3, bro. Like we gotta cut it out, bro. We gotta cut it out. And at this point in the NFL, we gotta call it what it is, bro. This is point blank racism, bro. And I say that because, and you could call it what it was. I feel like if Justin Fields and Trey Lance were both white, they would be the top 2 quarterbacks picked in the draft. If they had their same skill sets and they were 2 white kids, they would have went 1 and number 2. So I just feel like it's so lazy that we can just, oh, this guy can't read a defense. This guy can't that. Like I'm getting the same Mitchell Trubisky vibes from Mac Jones right now. So I'm just right now 49ers. If you pick Mac Jones over Justin Fields or Trey Lance, you're bugging out, bro. You're wilding out. I don't care if he fits your scheme, bro. Kyle Shanahan, you had Matt Ryan, you have Jimmy Garoppolo, and you lost 2 Super Bowls. The league is changing, bro. You need to go get one of those 2 dudes, bro. I don't care what all the other things are saying. You need to go get one of those. And I might say Trey Lance, my guy. If Zach Wilson I wasn't so high on Zach Wilson, I might tell the Jets to draft Trey Lance. Because right now, Trey Lance looks like he's going to be the best player out of this draft, bro. And just wherever he lands, I'm hoping it's Atlanta. Because Atlanta needs that. They just need that bubble. He could sit behind Matt Ryan for a year and then get it lit. But if Trey Lance goes to Atlanta, it's gonna be lit. But Mac Jones should not be getting picked before Justin Fields and Trey. Like it's disrespectful to Justin Fields at this point, bro. Like it's disrespectful to a guy who threw 40 touchdowns and 3 interceptions last year. Like what? To say he can't read it, like that's a lazy take, bro. Because there's mad little takes you can say about Zach Wilson or Trevor Lawrence. You can say Trevor Lawrence really never showed up against big competition. I'm a Clemson fan. He never did. Since the first Alabama game, that national championship game, he dwindled under the lights. But why we don't hear that? Because he's a white dude. But all these other comparisons come. Oh, Sam Darnold is a blessed quarterback. But every problem comes to Lamar Jackson, who's an MVP quarterback. Sam Darnold hasn't had the career of Lamar Jackson yet, but Lamar Jackson has received way more criticism than Sam Darnold, who got drafted higher than him in the same draft. And that's just where it gets to me. Like, why are we just beating this into the point, bro? Like, do you feel like Mac Jones should honestly fairly get picked at number 3?
No, because for an entire year and a half, it was always looked at as Trevor Lawrence 1, Justin Fields 2, and everybody else after that. It was like that for an entire year and a half. But as soon as we start getting around to draft time, and this always happens every year, just the way that it is, because teams are always going to be picking apart quarterbacks. That's just the way it is. They really want to find out what you're good at and what you're not good at. But again, the way Justin Fields has just fallen down like people's draft boards to saying, oh no, like talent-wise, he's the second best quarterback, but he might be the 4th or 5th quarterback to go in his draft. How does that make any sense? And people always bring up the Indiana and the Northwestern game for Justin Fields. Those are fair points. I watched both of those games. Those are fair points. He did not look good in those 2 games. But he's going to be a rookie quarterback going into the league. I expect him to struggle. Same thing when he's going against NFL talent. Like I'm gonna expect the same thing. I'm gonna expect him to struggle a little bit early on. And I think just for him as a player, he just has so much more upside than Mac Jones. And you pointed out the way that the league is going, you have to have a mobile quarterback in order to be successful in this league. Simple and plain. You have to have that guy that's either going to add something into the run game, or at the very least, going to be able to escape the pocket and be able to extend plays downfield. Justin Fields can do that, and he has a big arm, and he can run with the best of them. So there is no reason why he should be, again, the fourth or fifth quarterback taken in this class right now. Absolutely not. And that's why I said last podcast too. If I'm Kyle Shanahan, why would I? Okay, good. Credit Mac Jones. I think he's going to be a good quarterback if he gets into the right system. Honestly, I really truly believe that. But Justin Fields is sitting right there at 3. Why wouldn't you take that guy? And if you're so confident in your offense and in your scheme, you should be able to give him the playbook and have him teach him and learn it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason, again, for why he should be the fourth or fifth quarterback taken on the board.
And if Mac Jones is your guy, nobody was picking him before 3. So there is no need to trade your future away to go get Mac Jones. That's just why this doesn't make sense to me. Like, what are we doing here?
If it wasn't going to be Justin Fields, then why trade up all those assets all the way up to 3? Because you realistically could have traded Carolina at 8. And you probably could have saved yourself an extra first rounder for next year's draft. You could have done that.
Like, they're entering Bears territory where you're going to have a great ass team, but you're going to fumble at the quarterback position and have the GOAT of the next generation come, and you're just going to fumble because you wanted to pick a safe niche quarterback that fits your system. Okay, Kyle Shanahan, you're going to be Matt Nagy if you pick Mac Jones, bro. It's just as simple as that. You're going to be sick when Justin Fields goes into the league in whatever situation he goes into, and he kills, and he's going to have a lot of animosity towards not being picked by you. So that's just going to be on you, and you're probably going to lose your job over this, bro. Like, this is going to define your career, bro. Like, you choked 2 Super Bowls, and you might fumble one of the biggest decisions of your career, bro. So, like, we've been giving you a chance. Oh, if he gets that quarterback, now you have the chance to get your quarterback, and you're just looking like you don't know what to do with this, bro.
And it's going to sting even more if somehow, some way, I hope this doesn't happen, if somehow, some way New England ends up with him. It's good. That's forever going to be a stain on your career as a coach and just as an organization for the 49ers. How the hell did you have the 3rd pick and have the ability to draft Justin Fields, but yeah, you took Mac Jones? Like, where do you go from there as a franchise? Just be like, oh yeah, again, Bears territory, where we have this great team, we have a great defense, but we still have a question mark at quarterback.
Mac Jones, who I love. Mac Jones had a great year, but was still a backup to the quarterback that everybody is saying that needs to be replaced right now. So
that's another thing too. like the Tua criticism. Okay, yes, granted, he didn't have a great rookie year. Okay, and people are always comparing him to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert flat out had one of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen, point blank, period. And let's be real, how many rookie quarterbacks have great first years? Realistically, how many of them have great first years where they're putting up 30-plus touchdowns and throwing for over 4,000 yards? Like, give this kid some time. Like, at the end of the day, like, people, again, are acting like tanking for Tua wasn't a thing. When people want to say, like, oh, no, this guy, he's the guy. He's the guy when he was coming out.
That's where I get to this race thing where there's a similar talent-wise level of the white race that we can uplift now. Joe Burrow comes into the picture. All right, Tua, we don't need you no more, dude. Like, you can sit back here. Justin Herbert's coming to the picture. Tua needs to get traded now. Like, what is he doing? It went from Tua being the guy, from Tua being the second guy, to now Tua is a bust and he needs to get traded. All because of 2 faces of the league who fit the mold of the league with the mode that they want come into the picture. Like, y'all have to do a better way of matching this, because if we're doing this based on talent, Tua is still that dude, bro. Like, Tua still can go get it done, bro. Off of 7-8 games that we're judging this on. 7-8 games.
Right. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, especially the 2 point, it gets me so frustrated. And again, the Justin Fields point, like, again, there's no reason why he should be the last quarterback taken at all. There's no reason talent wise. If for again a year and a half, if he was projected to be the number 2 guy his entire time, he shouldn't be drafted for 4 or 8 overall.
Like, if I didn't love Zach Wilson so much, I would be saying, why are the Jets not picking him right now? Like, but I just have a love for Zach Wilson. I just don't want him to go past me. But I would even say, yo, they should be picking Justin Fields right now, bro. Because, like, based off what he's done, there's no reason why a dude from BYU is held above him. He smoked the presumptive #1 pick probably 2 years in a row. He outplayed them. And the guy that's y'all saying y'all should trade for, he played good against him too, the Alabama team. So it's just like, he should be #2 pick, bro. But I love Zach Wilson, so that's why I want at #2.
Right. We're riding the Zach Wilson trade.
Right.
Like, there's
nothing y'all can tell me other than that, bro. Like, it's cool.
Right. Like, there are 2 plays that have stood out. It was his throw at his pro day when he was rolling to the left and was able just to beam it across his body to the other hash. And the play when he hurdled over a defender and stepped on the other one at the same time.
Yeah, that play lives free in my head every day. So I'm gonna have that picture hung up on my wall as soon as that gets drafted, bro.
Right. Right. All right. So on this topic of the Jets and the draft and Zach Wilson and everything else, if you're Joe Douglas with these 2 picks, so we already know Zach Wilson's going to most likely, right? With that second pick in the first round and then that first pick in the second round, who are you drafting in those 2 spots?
Okay, so if homie from USC is still there, Vera Tucker, but I think he gonna go early to tackle from USC. I would love to get him, but if he's not there at the 23rd, I feel like we got to get either somebody on the line or a good cornerback. Like, if JC Horn is still on the board, I want JC Horn, but I don't think he's gonna last too long. It's really if guys that I want to last are still there. Like, if Vera Tucker is there from USC, we got to get him. If JC Horn is there, we got to get him. But if those 2 guys are there, then I'm fine with any linebacker, because I feel like that's what Saleh wants. He wants somebody to plug on that defensive end. So it's either a tackle or a defensive pick right there for me. And
right, I feel the same way.
As far as the 34th, we need a speedy wide receiver. So either Rondo Moore. Oh, also at that 23rd pick, if Elijah Moore is there, I want Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore, wide receiver out of Mississippi. That's the only offensive weapon I'm willing to take at that 23rd pick. He's different. He looks like he's about to have a Tyreek Hill level of production in the league. And if we can just get him into a Mike LaFleur offense, I feel like he can make some magic for Zach Wilson, just being the yak guy, just throw him the ball and just give him the ball anywhere and just let him go get a touchdown, get some yards. That's what Elijah Moore looks like to me. But as far as that 34th pick, yeah, either Rondo Moore or Rondo Moore. If Rondo Moore's there, that's what I want, bro.
All right, so we're both thinking the same thing, because obviously for the Jets, we still need help on the offensive line, and we still need depth at quarterback. I mean, we were able to get Bryce Hall last year's draft, which was a steal. He was injured the first half of the year. He was able to come back, but I think he's going to be able to have a good production there. Ashton Davis, he might transition into like slot corner potentially, so I like that move for them. If not, he can always be a rotation safety with Marcus May, and now that we got LaMarcus Joyner as well. But I feel like cornerback, so like you said, J.C. Horn or Caleb Farley, if he somehow still managed to be there, or even Greg Newsome or Asante Samuel as well. I feel like we definitely need to get a corner with that 23rd pick. If not a corner there, definitely got to get an offensive tackle. The guy that I'm really looking at is Tevin Jenkins. I was watching his tape at Oregon State. The dude just flat out puts bodies on the ground. I feel like if we can just get those 2 bookend tackles, with Mekhi on one side, Tevin Jenkins on the other side, I think we'll be good. I think I feel very comfortable for Zach Wilson going forward. Because if you look at Zach Wilson's tape, he was able to get out a lot of throws, but at the same time, he had a really good offensive line at BYU.
Yo, with Zach, bro, I feel like, and this is what it is going to be with Zach, bro. He's going to have the same career as Josh Allen. It's either going to be he's going to be accurate as fuck, or he's going to trust his arm a little too much, and it's going to be a growing process. And I just feel like we're just going to have to grow with that. I feel like he's going to have too much faith in his arm a little bit too much and overthrow guys, not as be the accurate guy. But I feel like I'm going to lower my expectations. I feel like we're going to get the first 2 seasons of Josh Allen. next year with Zach Wilson. I just that's what it's going to be. And then around season 3, he's going to turn into who he's supposed to be, like Josh did last year, bro.
Right, yeah. Just looking at the BYU tape and everything, like I also have my concerns. Like as much like I'm projecting Zach Wilson again just be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Hopefully by the time he's like 28, 26, and hopefully he's still with us. You know, hopefully leading us to playoff wins. Hopefully. Um, but yeah, I have kind of hampered my expectations for him just simply off the fact that hey, he played at BYU his entire career, and he went up against mid-major talent and mid-major programs his entire career. So naturally, when you're going from that to playing NFL defenses, yeah, you're going to struggle, even if you're in a West Coast type of offense where everything is really simplistic now and just makes your job as a quarterback so much easier. Just with the athletes that are in the NFL, the speed at which the game is played in the NFL, yeah, I expect him to struggle. And again, the offensive line too is another aspect that I worry about too with him. Just those two things. So I expect him to struggle early on, but you know, I hope that he learns quick and he'll be able to do decently well in his rookie year.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, bro, it's exciting time right now, bro. 2 weeks left. I feel like we're gonna get a lot. But back to the 49ers, I think it's just bluff, bro. I feel like they're gonna take Justin Fields, bro. I feel like deep down in my heart, Justin Fields is going 3, bro. I feel like it's just a lot of, because even now we're hearing that John Lynch wants to take one quarterback and Shanahan wants to take others. So it's just that who do you feel like needs to make that choice between the coach and the GM, bro?
Ooh, that's a good question. In a situation between a coach and the GM, I feel like ultimately it should be on the coach, because that's who the guy that you originally hired, and you hired him. The reason why you hired him is because he sold you on your offensive game plan. And if he's telling you, hey, listen, I need a guy that can do X, Y, and Z, you should be able to go out and get guys that can do X, Y, Z, that are able to fit this game and fit the system. So ultimately, I feel like the head coach should have the majority control over choosing a pick. Because at the end of the day, he's the one on the field scheming up things that hopefully are going to lead to wins.
Yeah, I would agree, bro. Because I feel like you can't give. It's the same thing as like, you can't give me some bullshit as ingredients and tell me to cook a fire meal. Like, yeah, I need what like a chef knows what ingredients he needs to make this shit hot, bro. But off the NFL, bro, is Karl Anthony-Towns a bust, bro?
Is Karl Anthony-Towns a bust? I don't think he's a bust, but I do think he's a bad team, good stats type of guy. Where if he's on a bad team, he's going to be putting up 25 and 12. And like, when you watch him, like the talent's there offensively, like flat out, like he's one of the best bigs in the league. He may not be the best big, but he's probably still in that top 5 conversation. Obviously, he's still lacking like defensively. You would expect him to be a better rim protector just based off what kind of athlete he is. A guy that moves that well on offense should be able to move that well on defense, but sometimes that just isn't the case. And you would expect him to be a better rim protector, but unfortunately, that's just not what he is. But is he a bust? Nah, I don't think so. I think he's just a good stats bad team guy.
I'm going to say he's a bust because he should be in a conversation with Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic every year. I'm going to say he's a bust because I saw a graphic yesterday ranking the tier of centers, and he was on a tier with Nikola Vucevic and Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo, who is a predecessor to him at Kentucky, who didn't have nearly the amount of talent that Cat has, but has the heart that Cat lacks and has made his way that people last year say, yo, if Bam played in the finals, they might have beat the Lakers with LeBron James. When Cat is a number 1 pick, and every little story I hear out the Timberwolves, why am I hearing the rookie who just got there be more of a leader than you, bro? Why do you have $100 million plus contract, all this other stuff, but the rookie who has nothing is there speaking up saying, yo, we out here bullshitting? He's saying the same stuff Jimmy said, bro. So it's to a point, bro, like, you can have all this talent, but what is you doing with it? To me, you are a bust because you should be up there with Joel Embiid every year, bro. You should be up there in that conversation every single year. There's no reason why people have you in the same conversation with Bam Adebayo. That, to me, that you failed with your talent, bro. You failed immensely with your talent if people are comparing you to Bam Adebayo right now in your sixth fifth year in the league, and y'all slotted to have another number one draft pick again. Nah, bro, like that at this point, bro, you dogging it, bro. You have no love for the game. You just out here wasting talent, bro. And like it's to guys that really have heart and that really love this game, you just dogging it. And every time I hear Anthony Edwards come here, a guy that people say he didn't love basketball, I hear him telling you, like, what are you doing, bro? It's like if I'm the Timberwolves, bro, I'm like, yeah, you got 2-3 more seasons, then I'm not even looking to extend no contract with you, bro. Because what have you done? We got to an AFC one time. Not did they even make an AFC, or they had they made an AFC one time and they lost, and that's it out of the 5 years. And you supposed to be a top 3 center. Like in my eyes, he's fulfilled the role of a bust to me, bro. Because just with all those factors, there's no way you should be at this point in your career right now, bro.
I understand from that point. To me, like, there's nothing I hate worse than seeing a guy that has it. Like, he literally has, again, all the potential in the world, all the talent in the world, but again, not be able to put anything, not be able to use those talents to actually produce wins for his team. So I understand that frustration. But on that Bam Adebayo point, Bam is really good. Like, Bam is really fucking good. Like,
that's my point. But he's good, but he doesn't have the same amounts of talent that Cat has, but he has a heart. So his heart is going to take him where his talent will never. If Cat had half the heart that Bam had, they would probably be a 5th, 6th seed every year in contention in the playoffs. They don't need too many pieces. You just have to be a dog, and you guys can win some games, bro.
Right. He needs to dominate the way Joel is. He needs to have that dog that Joel has within him. And every single time they match up, Joel just flat owns him. Like, simple plain. Like, yeah, he had that dunk like the other week or like 2 weeks ago on him. Yeah, that was cool.
Every time
that was cool, but like I still remember like y'all getting into a scuffle. I'm pretty sure Joel won that scuffle between both of y'all. Like what it is. And the thing is, too, a Cat, like he's the fake tough guy. He's the fake tough guy on the team, bro. And I feel like
football, bro. That's why I still don't know why Jordan Woods is with him. Like, why? Fam.
That's a fact. No, that is a fact. But yeah, honestly, again, I think he's just a good stats batting guy.
Bro, let me relax before you send Malik my way, bro. I don't want no smoke.
Bro, Malik not gonna do nothing if Karl says something, bro. If Karl says something to Malik gonna look at him like, bro, what you want me to do? What? Go handle this yourself, bro. Like, I'm not your shooter, bro. Like, I'm not your shooter, bro.
Like, okay, Devin. Like, bro, that another reason, bro. Why is Devin Booker on, regardless of the impact that CP3 is having on that team, bro? Devin Booker, who was the 13th pick in that same draft that you were in, was a bench player on that same Kentucky that you've been. He's have succeeded you in stardom already.
Yeah.
You should feel a way about that when you're the number 1 pick and that's your teammate. Like that should at least motivate you, bro. At least that should motivate you, my guy.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he just needed to change the scenery, bro, like Sam, honestly, for him to really thrive and flourish. Because it might just be Minnesota, bro. Because honestly, like, when's the last good thing we saw at the Timberwolves, bro? Like, realistically.
Yeah. Nothing. KG had them years. Yeah. But still, then KG was dogging. KG was in MVP talks in Minnesota. Kevin Love was still dogging. It's like, bro, what are you doing, dog? Like, yeah, nobody loves Minnesota, but when they there, they still gonna be a dog, bro. Like, so like even that, bro, like niggas was hating where they was at, but they was still getting buckets. Kevin Love was giving you 20 and 20 every night. Like,
no, it's a fact. Kevin Love Timberwolves was something different, bro. Honestly, that was a dude, bro. That was a guy.
That Kevin Love is a whole different person, man. I don't even know who that is, man. Like, y'all know
that's a fact. y'all don't remember the season where he's putting up 24 and 12 and was the best big in the league, bro. Y'all don't remember that, bro.
Exactly.
No, but on this little topic right now. So I said that Karl Anthony-Towns potentially needs to go to a different team, a different system. Is that team the Warriors for this reason right now? Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just point it out there real quick. So can this Warriors team with a healthy Clay be title contenders? I'm asking you this straight up. Are they title contenders?
If the Clippers are title contenders, hell yes.
I don't think the Clippers are title contenders.
If the Clippers can make the playoffs, yes. If the Warriors will be the third best team in the league after the Jazz, they will be right there.
I'm gonna say like 5. I'm gonna say 5 with a healthy Clay.
Who's the fourth?
4. So going forward, my list would be the Lakers, the Nets and Lakers.
No, I'm talking in the West. In the West.
Oh, in the West. In the West, yeah, they're probably like 4 or 5. Because putting Lakers, I'm putting the Nuggets, the Suns, and then Utah as well. In terms of just regular season.
Yeah, I'm not putting you. I just know the power of this backcourt, and I just know what they do, bro. And I have more faith in a 3-time championship winning backcourt than I have with Donovan Mitchell and whoever's over there, bro. And I just know they're gonna come back with a little extra chip on their shoulder. So I have faith in that, and I know Clay is a fucking demon. So, but they're gonna struggle. But I feel like Kerr might have to go, bro. I feel like in order to get this done, Kerr might have to take an extra
time. Might have to go.
Yeah,
because Kerr lending.
Because it's just like, bro, you're not developing players. Like you're a good coach when the talent is already there, bro. But we need you to develop some things, bro. Like James Wiseman minutes is just looking so sporadic. It's just like, how can he even get a rhythm into the games? Really, it's just like, we might need maybe they don't need to fire him. They just need to get some type of assistant that could come in there and help him develop some of these young guys. Cause maybe he's just the guy that knows how to coach talent. Maybe he just off that field line of the field tree. Like Phil can't build a team. He just got to get the stars there already. Like we saw what happened with the Knicks. Maybe he just like that, bro. And that just might be what Kerr is.
Maybe, but I think to shoot Steve Kerr some bailout, like Zach Pascal and like some of those bigs had developed well into some quality roles. Eric Pascal. Thank you. Eric Pascal has developed into a solid big. Kevon Looney, he's a rotation big on most teams, and even still what they're doing right now with like Damian Lee and Wiggins is Wiggins, but at least he's actually at least he's like consistent now of like what he is. Like he's gonna give you like 17 to 19 a game, be able to put up 40 decent
in the middle of that. Just have a 40-pointer in the middle of that shit.
Right, yeah, but I think I think over these past 2 years he has developed again those second round picks into actually quality guys. Like I will give him credit for that. But the reason why I bring this up about can the Warriors actually contend really is because we still don't know about Clay. Like Clay is going to be able to get it done offensively. He's up there, top 5 shooter of all time. Like there's no question about it. The only thing I just worry about him is defensively because he took an Achilles injury and also a knee injury. So I just worry about that because again, healthy Klay Thompson was checking the best offensive player on the other team every single night. And Wiggins, he may be able to get that done for the most part, but I don't think to the level that Clay was. And also I bring up the point about Draymond as well too, because for whatever reason, like Draymond this offseason has to work his ass off. Like just simple as playing. Like there's no reason for him to be at 30, 31 years old and to not even be a threat from the beginning at all. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like 2-3 years ago, you weren't averaging like 20, but you're averaging a comp 10. You were still somewhat of a threat on that offensive end besides just being a playmaker. Teams are literally just leaving him wide open or just giving him wherever looks he gets. And most of the time when he gets those looks, he's missing them. He's shooting like 30-some% from both the 3 and the floor. I think actually from the floor, I think he's hovering somewhere around 40%. But again, there's no reason why, again, offensively, you're putting up these numbers. I feel like Dre needs to do something all season, whether it's just, I don't know, just a new all-season workout regimen. I don't know if he has things going on in his personal life, just headspace. Because honestly, when dudes do struggle, most of the time it is mental. So I think just for him, it's something he needs to get his mind right, honestly, in order for them to really just be top contenders. And then for James Wiseman, like you said, like he just needs to be able to get to a rhythm and be able to develop furthermore than just being a run in dunk big. Like again, he's another guy that has all the talent in the world, and we would just love to see him just be able to become like a version of Anthony Davis one day for that Warriors team.
Yeah. And just off of that Draymond point, I just think, like you said, it might be a mental thing. It might just be like a environment thing. Like, we got to think about it. Like, Draymond never really been out on the court without Steph and Clay ever in his career. So this just might be a whole new weird playing form that he's learning right now. Like, he don't even know what this is out here. And that's what this past season that has been. Steph been out, Clay been out, and he just out here learning again. So we don't even know who this Draymond is, because the Draymond we've known his whole career has always had Steph and Clay on the court. So we just might not know what this is, and we might not know how to fully value or gauge Draymond without those two players on that court. Because, hey, a conglomerate is a conglomerate, and if we judge a conglomerate when it's not whole, yeah, it might look a little iffy, but we might just have to wait till they all get there, and then, hey, they might fit back into the roles that they used to have. And that's just what I'm going to just say. Like, let's just wait and see. And then when they all get back together, then we can judge them like, all right, maybe, yeah, it's time to make some changes.
Okay, that is a fair point. I will give you that. But again, there's no reason why you should be shooting like 30% from the field or less than that from the 3-point line, bro. Like there's just no reason why, like, at all. But that's just my 2 cents. Is what it is. All right. Let's get into a little bit.
If Cat tries to come to the Warriors, yo, Steph, hit up Brian. We out of here, bro. Cat, I'm not dealing with you, bro. I'm not dealing with
you. Honestly, if I'm the Warriors, I would entertain that. I would legitimately entertain just the thought of that. Honestly, I really would.
We don't got time to be building broken projects, man. We don't have time for that, bro. If that happens, Steph, screw. We going down to LA, bro. We got to dip, bro. We love y'all, but if the Nets beat the Lakers, you know Brian is calling Steph. You know that's the first call he's making, bro. He's like, he left you and he beat me. We got to team up and destroy. For the good.
For the good of the league.
For the good of the league, we have to restore the balance stuff. Only the 2 stars can do it.
They go try to paint the Nets as the Fire Nation, bro.
It's going to happen, bro. If the Nets beat the Lakers, bro, Steph Curry is going to end up on the Lakers one day, bro.
One day.
Not saying next year, but if the Nets beat the Lakers, he's going to end up on the Lakers one day, bro. Like, LeBron's gonna have to figure a way how to that's the only way you could dismantle that, bro. Like, if the Nets is at full shape, the only way you could disrupt that is add Steph. If you add Steph and LeBron, sorry, Nets, y'all not doing nothing, bro. 80 don't have to do nothing. Steph and LeBron on the same court, it's over, my G. Like,
nah, that'd be nuts, boy. That'd be fucking wild. Anyway, bro, so let's get into a little bit of the culture, bro. So this is the second week where Southside has just gone on Instagram Live just on a rant about Young Miami. Like you said, bro, like just this past year, it's a weird year in hip hop right now. Just a really weird year in hip hop. So for those who don't know, there was recently a shooting at a McDonald's involving Kodak Black and his security. His security actually ended up being shot. And people thought it was a random act, but if you look further into it, this actually might have been a hit on Kodak sent from Southside. Because Kodak on Instagram Live ended up mentioning Young Miami by not her rap name, but her actual government name.
Carisha Brownlee.
Right. You better watch bro. You better watch that, bro, because Southside might DM you or something, bro.
I don't want no smoke, Southside. I don't want no smoke. That's a nice melody that Kodak had right there. Like, you can't admit that's a fly little melody, dude. Carisha Brownlee.
So he said that on his live, typed it out in the chat and everything. Word got back to Southside, and he was ready to pull up in Miami, and he was there next day looking for Kodak. And that is just so happened to be like around the same time Kodak was in Tallahassee, and around 3 a.m. shots were fired at the McDonald's, and again, Kodak security got hurt.
No, but we got add a little more details to this story. Not only were shots fired, not only was a hit put out onto Kodak. Kodak was driving down. This is stories from the report, bro. Kodak was driving down the street for about 10 to 20 minutes. He's noticing a car is following him. He's like, yo, these guys are following me. They look like they might want to go do some harm to me. But I'm hungry. I'm hungry, so I have to go stop at McDonald's, bro. Fam. Kodak is a different breed, bro. Like, there's just certain people that you got like, it's different breeds, bro. If a car is following me for 20 minutes, bro, I'm not spinning the block to McDonald's, bro.
That should be the last thing on your mind, realistically.
His life is, he's hungry. He's hungry. And that's the type of dude, do not mess with. Southside, you might feel tough, rumbled. Leave this guy alone. And the reason why I know you should leave him alone, because after the reports that came out that there were shots fired, Kodak didn't try to deny nothing. And next day, post a picture of his green Lamborghini truck. If y'all trying to aim for this. So not only is he alerting the shoot, he's telling y'all what to aim. Stop messing with Kodak, bro. Just don't mess with this man, bro. Like,
Kodak is a wild boy.
Fresh out of jail and does not care, bro. He does not care, bro. Like, that's the type of dude y'all gotta listen to, who's showing y'all that they don't care about anything. Those are the people you fear. Kodak is about everything that he has. The only person that goes to McDonald's when somebody is following him is about that, bro. So we just gotta keep an eye on this story, bro. Keep an eye on what's going on, bro. Pray for all sides. Pray for peace. Pray for love, man. And prosperity for all, man.
And just don't say Young Miami's name. Just don't say it, bro.
You gotta respect Southside for riding for his baby mama like that, bro. You gotta respect it, bro. At least he's thorough about that, bro. A lot of dudes be out here and letting their baby mamas get disrespected, so you gotta like that, bro. But
yeah, like he's about it. Again, this is the second week now that he's just going on a whole tirade of just not caring. He's like, nah, I'm with it. I'm about it. Everything. Like, just don't say the name at all. So
my only thing I would just urge, bro, next time don't send a threat over the internet, because when the guy gets shot the next day, everybody's gonna go look at you, my dude. Like, it's just, even if you had nothing to do with it, even if you were in Alaska chilling, skiing down some slopes, they're going to look at you because you were the one saying, yeah, it could be like that.
Southside don't care, though. So that's like a part of me just respects, like, just the not giving a fuckness about it, honestly. Like, if you truly just don't care, you're willing just to put this out on the internet, knowing that, hey, this actually might get me in trouble in a courtroom one day. Like, hey, you do you, bro. Honestly. You do you, bro. That's just what it is.
Carisha Brownlee.
Is there anything else going on in the culture, bro?
As far as the weird year in hip hop, bro, Pooh Shiesty and Moneybagg Yo might have a beef bubbling right now. Just keep your eyes out on that. It's been a lot of back and forth subliminal posts, so it might be some tension in that Memphis rap scene right now, bro. The most bubbling rap scene that's out right now, bro. Just
it don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense. Pooh Shiesty, you a young rising star right now. Why are you going out one of the main guys to really make it out of Memphis right now? And this one of the most hot guys out of Memphis right now. It makes no sense. And it contradicts your statement that you made on the Breakfast Club in that interview when you said, yeah, I feel like I can be the one to really unite Memphis. This is totally contradicting that statement right now. So, like, what are you actually about right now, Pooh?
I'm not saying nothing. That nigga's name is Pooh Shiesty, so I'm not.
That's a fact.
I'm not. I'm not questioning.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a wild boy.
Anybody that goes by the name grown man that lets people call him Pooh is about everything. So.
Yo, where are the power rankings right now of like rappers that are really about it and just don't care right now? Where's the power rankings look like right now in April 2021?
So Kodak is definitely number one for sure. Ooh, damn, who else I got put? Shit, Kodak. It's just Kodak. Kodak is showing the world that he don't give a fuck right now. Like, I don't think y'all deserve to be on the list than anybody else than Kodak right now, bro. Yeah, for me it's Kodak, bro. Who would you put on the list, bro?
All right, so right now in terms of power rankings, I think I gotta put Kodak one, like you said. Putting Southside at number 2 right there. Just because again, we don't know if that was actually him that sent that hit. We don't know. So it's not confirmed. It's alleged. So I'm gonna put him at number 2. 3, I think I'm gonna put Pool. At 4, I'm gonna put him at 4 right now. Dudes that don't give a fuck right
Oh,
now.
the whole Jacksonville, Florida scene. Right now, I'm gonna put y'all on the list. The Jacksonville drill rap that I didn't know was a thing until my little brother and god sister put me. This is a thing, bro. Jacksonville drill is a thing, bro.
Oh Lord.
Yes, yes. Did you know that video I posted where they're singing over the Vanessa Carlton track? That's a real like this song like that. It's a whole controversy over that song right now. I didn't even know. I thought it was a parody, bro. Like that's a real like important track in the Jacksonville drill community right now. So I'm putting the whole Jacksonville drill community on this list that don't give a fuck right now. Because if you disagree over Making My Way Downtown, you don't care. You know, hey, if you're talking about the dead homies you smoked over that beat, like how did what clicks in your mind? Like, let's go rap over this beat right here. Let's go diss these niggas over this shit right here. That's hilarious, bro. That is hilarious.
Yo, Duval is something else. Duval is something else. Oh man. If that's the case, then yeah, I have to put them out for if that was legit, because I saw that video. I'm thinking, oh yeah, this is a parody. It didn't pay no mind to it. But now that I know this is actually this song, like a legitimate.
And bro,
legitimate
not only is it this song, bro, these niggas have YouTube channels. They go and react to the music videos, and like yeah, that we talking about that homie. We smoked in this shit. Yeah. Where he at though? Where Buka at though? Where he at though? All in the camera. I'm like.
Actually, nah. Okay. So they actually might have to move up to 2. They might have to move up to 2 if they're doing that. Cause that's some reckless shit right there. Nah, they might be at 2 now.
Reacting to music videos that they are in, bro. Bro, you know who we talking about in this one right here? I'm like, bro, like the FBI is just at the crib, just like, fam, what work do we have to do today, bro? I know all. Like, what work do FBI agents have to do today, bro? They just turn on their computer and their job is done, bro. Like, I know James McNulty is sick right now to his stomach all the work he had to do to get those wires, and it's just giving them up for free right now, bro. And they just giving the game up for free right now, bro.
And bro, that speaks to just the beauty of The Wire, bro, because that's truly a show that could only take place before the 2010s, bro. Because after that, bro, you couldn't even make it. Shit would just be too easy, bro.
Exactly.
Because like they all just tell on themselves. We all just tell on ourselves, bro. Like that's just all it is, bro. No need to get a wiretap, no nothing. Really, just turn on the computer, bro. That's it. That's it, bro.
It's that easy today, bro. This shit is wild, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Oh man. As far as new music, it was kind of quiet Friday for new music.
Bro, I listened to the Chantel May project. It's tough, bro. It's tough.
Yes.
She's here, bro. Chantel, you are here. That is hard, bro. It's hard. You intro your album with you yelling at a man, telling him how he's a liar. I thought you was yelling at me. I was like, oh shit, is the song playing or is this a track? I was like, oh shit, my fault. But that's how you start your album, baby girl. You up next. You know what you're doing. You about to be out of here. But before you out of here, we gotta get you on this podcast. Because I mean, when you up there and they talking you to the scissors and all of them, I just want to be like, yeah, I knew her before she popped one guy. So let's get you on here before you too mainstream for us. But yeah, hard. That's all I have to say about it. Hard.
That's a fact. What's the word, Chantel? Anyway, like I said, just kind of quiet release for Friday. I saw Brock Hampton release a project, gave that a quick listen. It's not bad. I thoroughly enjoyed it, bro. They're only gonna make one more album after this, bro, and they said that they're done. I saw Miguel release a little EP. I gave that a listen. It's not bad, bro. He's kind of like these past couple releases by Miguel quietly have just been like reminding me more and more of Prince. Ever since he was on that feature track with The Division on the deluxe version of Muse, Using Her Feelings, like he's just been giving me like those heavy Prince vibes that I felt the same way on this little short EP that he got to. I'm trying to think what else. Polo G, he released a single, Rap Star. I gave that a listen. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Haven't really been turned on to Polo G like that. Just recently, like people just tell me like, hey, just give him a shot. I have, so pretty good
Yeah, I like Polo
overall.
G. He's one of those like melodic rappers I like to listen to. But just off this music topic, I saw this little post on Instagram, bro. It said if all these artists today had to actually sell albums like CDs, these motherfuckers would be in deep shit. Like, not gonna lie. And I thought about it. I'm like, for real, bro. And off of that, bro, like, what artist today would you actually go out and spend $20 on to go buy an album, bro? Because for me, it's not a lot. I would be out there. I'm like, yo, I got to go get his CD when it dropped.
It's probably like five. It's probably like five guys for me at most.
We'll be on that.
Baby is one of them. Baby's one of them. Uh, After what division has put out, I would definitely go spend $20 on division project. Baby division, Uzi, I'll give $20 to. Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably like, yeah. Those three definite. Yeah, those three definite I would give $20 to, but I have to think about that a little bit more if I have to push it to five.
I have Baby on there. I spend money to get a Dirk album. I spend money to get a Savage album, Meek, of course, and then Division, of course, and then R&B. I'm spending money on most of the ladies. SZA drop an album, I'm there. Summer drop an album, I'm there. Snow drop an album, I'm there. But as far as rap, it's like y'all artists, y'all niggas are gonna get lime shared, my dude. Like that's that's the type of quality of music y'all have today, bro. Like y'all is not worthy of me copying your albums at all, bro. Because I feel like artists now don't have to value that fans actually have to go out and go purchase your stuff, because they could just find my song on accident on a streaming site. Like it could just be sitting somewhere and they could find it on accident. So I don't have to put the same amount of effort that I would have to somebody that has to actually go out there and spend their hard-earned money as to exposed to a 1099 every month that gets split into how many different ways. So it's just like all y'all artists are really good. And that's why I feel like artists of the past are always going to be better than what we have right now, bro. I feel like what we had before, it would never get past, because as we further get away, as we further get into technology, I feel like the authenticity of music is going to get lost as we move along. And I just feel like it's happening now, bro. Just with all the, let me go get a TikTok and forget about the album cuts. And we just seeing it right now. But also,
yeah,
bro, we didn't even talk about the verses last week though, bro.
What was the verses last week? I already forgot.
Bro, the Isley Brothers and the Earth, Wind and Fire verses. Bro.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did not tune into that.
I tuned into a little bit of that, bro. I'm like, I wish I was born in the 70s, bro. And that just made me think, bro, like, what would you say is like the greatest era of music in your eyes?
80s got it popping. 90s got it popping. I feel like early 2000s really got it popping. Out those three, because I'm trying to think like artists that were out during those times. I say for me personally, of like, so this is my personal preference. It may not be the best, but for me, like a time like I would like to relive or just be within that time, I'd probably say from like 95 to like 2008, like right around that time period. I would like to relive that time.
Yeah, for me, it's always been 90s. I'm like, the 90s are the golden era of everything. R&B, rap, everything just happened. It just made perfectly into that pot. Until I started to listen to a lot of the 90s songs, and I go back and listen to a lot of the songs in the 70s, it's just every song in the 70s. Music that we love today was birthed in the 70s, bro. And it's just like, if you watch that battle, out of that battle, bro, you know how many samples those between those two groups were there? They said Earth, Wind, and Fire had 630 something songs sampled. They said the Isley Brothers had like 900, bro.
Sheesh.
So just off that, and that was just two groups, bro. But if you listen to just go listen to a 70s playlist, you're gonna hear every hip hop song that you know today, bro. And just like you said, the biggest artists, I feel like that, just the artists that were in that era, just the most musically inclined ever, bro. You got Stevie, you got You got Earth, Wind, Fire. You got Ronald Isley, and then you got Mike coming from off the Jackson 5, going into the off the wall Thriller thing, and he's coming into his own. And I feel like Mike made his best album in that time. Off the Wall is his best album because it has that 70s soulful vibe. It's not too much of the poppy 80s stuff that we got. So I would say the 70s, just because of what it led to. It just led to what we have today, and it just reminisced throughout everything, bro. So like when I just listen to the 70s music, it just feels like an ultimate vibe. You just feel like an old head. You got a cigar, you got some brandy in the cup, you got some loafers on, you got a fur coat. Like you slinging drugs in the 70s, bro. Like that's what 70s music has me feel like. I'm Frank Lucas out here, bro. Like I love it, bro. But yeah, that could be the end of this show, bro. We talked about it a lot.
For real. We're gonna wrap it up with that being said. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. We love it when y'all do that. And we'll tune in on. We'll see y'all next one.
Yep, RPX once again, bro. Bye.